video just for me because I watch all the videos that my dad make. Daddy, yeah.
Okay.
Copied you what you was gonna say?
You did copy me.
You was gonna say that?
Yeah. You did it really good though. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna let me finish now? Yeah, why don't you go play with your brother, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
When you're done, can you call me?
Yeah, I'll call you.
I feel so tall with this stool. What's up, guys? I don't know what's happening. All right, that's it. I'm leaving.
Okay. As you can probably tell, those were my kids. They like making fun of me and they like being in my YouTube. They like watching my YouTube. My daughter likes watching my YouTube videos. My son just likes to fool around, I guess. But welcome back to my channel, guys. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Alex Ralph, and today we're making a video. I know, unimaginably inconsistent with my posting schedule. Once every 12 to 14 months, whatever. We're doing a thing right now. So, that being said, I have a trip coming up. I'm going to Mexico. I am the content creator for a wedding in Mexico. I'm not actually shooting the wedding. I'm kind of shooting the adventure leading up to the wedding and then some, which is pretty cool. I'll be out there for about a week. So I figured, let's shoot a video about what's in my camera bag for travel. Okay. The last time I did a what's in my camera bag video, if any of you might have seen it or recall, I was working with this, the ProTactic 450 AW2, this thing. It's big, it's bulky, but since then I've upgraded to this one, the smaller version, the Low Pro 350 ProTactic AW version 2. It's the exact same design, profile, aesthetic, but much more smaller and compact. It just kind of sits on my back a little easier. And I like it for like day-to-day stuff, and I did consider taking the bigger bag, but I figured considering I'm gonna be doing a lot of run and gun stuff, and I'm gonna have this bag on my back at all times essentially, maybe the smaller one might be a little bit more beneficial, especially considering I'm gonna have that Mexican sun beating down on my back. It's hot out there, you know what I'm saying? Out here it's the fall, it's getting a little cooler, but out there I'm gonna be sweating, so you know. Let's take a look at the bag. Like I said, it's much smaller than the other one, much more narrow as well. Like lenses don't fit vertically in this bag, at least not all of the lenses. Some of them do, but not any of my my bigger lenses. There's not a whole lot going on the outside, but if you notice, I do have a little flashlight right there in case I need to access the inner components of the bag in the dark. That'll be pretty convenient whilst in Mexico. And then on the strap here, I have a Peak Design capture clip, which is super clutch when you want to go hands-free. Not recording, but just to have your hands free. You just kind of clip the camera on there and, you know, you're good. Now, before we get inside the bag, let it be known that I actually will also be traveling with a Think Tank. What's it called? Think Tank Photo Retrospective 30 V2 shoulder bag, the black one. This thing here. And little tip, I guess, this bag will be my carry-on bag for the airplane, and this bag will be my quote-unquote personal item for the airplane. This fits right underneath the seat, no problem. In here I'm gonna have my spare camera body, which we'll get into a little bit later. And you know, lots of wires, chargers, accessories, things like that. Pretty much things that I don't need day to day, just going about my business, but more so things that I might need when I get back to the hotel room and such. But yeah, this is gonna be that. And then also, I will have this little Peak Design, what is this, a 3-liter bag which is very, very small. I like to hold this around my waist and keep any camera gear that I need, like in a moment's notice, maybe a spare lens or something if I'm shooting something fast paced and stuff like that, or maybe just like my wallet or my phone. I'll throw it in there, wrap this around my waist, and it's pretty clutch. I'm gonna throw this into my actual check luggage, and you know, figure it out once I get there, but I'm taking that as well. Moving on to the bag. Full disclosure, I'm actually shooting a top-down shot after this, and I'm gonna sync up with the audio because my setup is a little weird and I couldn't face the camera behind me, but I have an overhead rig over my desk over there. It's a whole thing, but yeah, bear with me here. My main camera will not reside inside of the bag. I'm actually filming on my main camera right now. Insert overhead rig footage here. But my main camera will be the Canon 6D Mark II paired with the 16-35 2.8 version 3 lens. And that's probably gonna be on my camera for most of the time because it's a nice wide angle. I will be doing some vlogging out there. Naturally, I'm gonna try to post it as soon as possible, but who knows? Wait for that in maybe another 6 months. But it is gonna be vlog style content. So I wanna have a nice wide angle and be able to punch in just a little bit to 35 and maybe do some environmental portraits and such if need be, or just get a little bit of zoom on some action happening. So that's the main camera setup, along with a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus on top for audio, naturally. And that is right there. Yes? What happened? Okay. You can read. Okay. She's gonna read this book in the corner. Also this book? She's gonna read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Turkey and I Need My Monster. Both phenomenal books. I'm gonna finish up here, okay? Okay. Hey. All right. Where was I? So, that is my main camera setup, and obviously along with a Joby tripod as well. We all know the Joby tripod is going everywhere. Footnote, I also have the Peter McKinnon variable ND filter signature edition. I got the 2 to 5 stop because the 6 to 9 just seems, you know. In the bag, now, the first thing that pops out here is I have my DJI remote along with my Mavic Air 2, which, you know, is cool. I know there's a lot of buzz about the Mini 3 Pro and all that good stuff, but, you know, the Mavic Air gets the job done. I'd like the Mini 3 Pro, but, you know, money, so that's a real thing. But I have no qualms with this. It's a phenomenal drone. It gets good distance, good images, good video, all that good stuff. It's good enough for what I do, so I'm perfectly content with it. I do wish I was gonna bring along my Avata, but considering the nature of what I'm doing out there, it just doesn't really make much sense. It might be more distracting than productive, so that's gonna stay home. Above that here, I have my little Godox radio trigger for my flash that I will also be bringing along. Beneath that, I have a battery backup for my phone, as well as a little Aperture Amaran MX something or other. Pretty dope little light here. If you saw my last What's in My Camera Bag video, it's the same light I had back then. I haven't upgraded that. Again, no need to. It's pretty dope. It's pretty lit. I dig it. I like it. Whoa! What was that? That came out of nowhere. Did I scare you? Sheesh. Moving on. On the side here, I have my 70-200 f2.8 IS version 2 lens, which is a phenomenal lens, legendary, if you will. Oh, incidentally, I've got 0.9 neutral density filter on there. I gotta take that off. I forgot I had that on there, but I actually took the collar off of it just so that it can fit nice and snug in this camera bag, because as you can see, it's all pretty crunched in there. I was considering taking my 135, but the problem with that is I feel as though if I was doing a standard wedding, the 135, I could probably get away with it. But considering the fact that I'm going to Mexico, the last thing I want out there is to think, man, I wish I had a little bit more zoom or whatever. Like, I want to make sure that I pack as optimally as possible. And I know this is a heavy lens, but I'd rather deal with the weight than deal with the regret of knowing that I could have got a better shot had I packed properly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is why I'm taking that lens. 10 out of 10, love it. And I'm actually a little excited to shoot with this lens again. I haven't shot with it in a long time. I've been using my 135 pretty consistently for a while now. So it's gonna be fun to kind of, you know, get back to this beauty here. Beneath that, I actually have a little filter kit, 77 millimeter filter threads. I got actually a UV to swap out the ND in here. I got here a circular polarizer, a Black Pro Mist, and another Black Pro Mist. One is a full power and the other one is a quarter power. Love those things. Those are pretty dope. I'm probably gonna use those quite a bit out there. Let's tuck these back in there. On this side here, I have my 24 millimeter f1.4 L series lens. And you might be wondering why take this lens if I'm taking the 16-35. Obviously it does cover that focal range, but it doesn't go down to 1.4. And considering I'm doing photo and video, I figured this would be good if I wanted to get some good wide angle portraits maybe. And you know, I don't necessarily know that will be the case, but I'm sorry? She's always been quirky. Where was I? More importantly, I'll be doing videos out there. And if there's a scenario where we're shooting, you know, maybe late at night, in the dark, wherever the case may be, I'd much rather shoot the video on a 24 at 1.4 than at 2.8 on the 16-35. So this will probably be my video lens out there in some scenarios. But I love this lens. You know, you can't go wrong with the 24 millimeter 1.4. It's, come on, be real. Next to that, I have the Nifty 50, not the Fantastic Plastic. I have fortunately upgraded to the 1.2 L series, and this thing is a beauty. Whoa! And if you notice there, it's actually a little wider up top here because I have a step-up ring on there so that I can use my 77 millimeter filters on there, just so that there's not too much fussing around with different sizes. I pretty much have these and then the one ND filter for the 16-35. This lens will definitely be my portrait lens out there. Anytime we're gonna stop and just start really focusing on taking, you know, group shots, you know, bride and groom, stuff like that. Again, I'm not shooting the actual wedding, but throughout the course of the vacation, I'm sure that we're gonna wanna take some nice pictures. And that's where this thing will. Oh, okay. I thought I heard something rattle. No, we're good. That's where this thing will shine. At the top here, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I have my little rocket blower. Pro tip, I don't know if this is good or not, but this is like a $5 thing. I tuck the nozzle into the rocket blower for storage purposes. There you go. That's pretty clutch. Next to that, I have, this is actually empty right now, but that is because I have my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus hooked up to the Rode VideoMic Go, wirelessly transmitting the audio to the camera. That's how, yes, of course you can have my phone. Here you go. And that's how I have the Rode boomed up here, transmitting the audio wirelessly to the camera. But out there, I might use this for any talking headshots if you want to do any like sit-down interviews or testimonials regarding the bride and groom. It's a good thing, it's small, just keep it in your bag. Next to that, I have my Osmo Pocket. Again, really dope little... All right, just give me a second, baby. I think I know what's wrong with it. My phone's out of memory. I have to fix that as well. So this is a dope little gadget. Just to get some low-key footage if I'm in any kind of scenario where maybe we're poolside or eating somewhere and there's a bunch of people that necessarily don't feel comfortable with some guy running around with a giant camera setup. That is definitely where this will shine. I can still get some footage while remaining pretty inconspicuous. So that's what that is for there. This here is my SanDisk Professional SD and Micro SD card reader. Got a little lens cloth, you know, nothing fancy. I got a Pelican SD card holder, bunch of cards. I got 2 extra batteries for my Mavic Air 2. I have a Tiffin UV filter. This one is 82 millimeters in case I decide to take off the variable ND from my 1635. Again, that one is 82 millimeters. Everything else is 77. So these are the only two filters I have for that. For the others, there's a variety of filters, but you know. Little battery pack, 4 batteries plus one in the camera. I got a Godox speed light, and again, this is gonna be pretty clutch. Just taking pictures and such. Got my lens caps, and I have an audio recorder, the Zoom H4n Pro. This will be paired up with my Rode VideoMic Go's in case I'm getting some, you know, audio stuff, shots like that. And towards the end here, I've got ND filters for the Mavic. Gotta have those. I have a couple of wires, USB-C to USB-C for the hard drives, dongle because, you know, MacBooks. I've got here my dog just walked in. I've got 2 Samsung T5 1TB portable SSDs because backup. Always back up your footage. So whenever I'm done for the day, I'm gonna dump everything from said day onto a hard drive, remove the hard drive, then dump everything again onto the second hard drive. I will not transfer from the card to a drive to a second drive, because if you have any files that are corrupted while transferring onto the one drive and you transfer it onto the second drive, you're just transferring corrupted files. So you plug in the drive and it goes from the card to the drive, unplug the drive, and then you go from the card to the new drive, and now you have a secure, solid, safe backup. So there's that. Then over here, I've got little mini card reader with a USB-C kind of dongle here, which is for my iPad in case I'm gonna do any quick editing. Little mini card reader with a USB-C kind of dongle here, which is for my iPad in case I'm gonna do any quick editing. You know, your boy is doing your daily challenge, trying to post every day. And then lastly, USB-C thumb drive. Oh, you know what? I actually have another very, very small USB thumb drive. Both 128 gigabytes. You never know you need a thumb drive. Those two will be in there. And then, you know, I got some iPhone chargers and such, but that's pretty much it. That is what I'm going to take with me to Mexico. That is how I'm packing my camera bag. You might be wondering, where's the laptop, where's the iPad? Neither one of those will be in my camera bag. They will be in my think tank bag. They'll be in my think tank bag because I don't need to have those on my back throughout the course of the day. I might toss the iPad in here depending on what the situation is, but for the most part, the laptop will be staying in the hotel room until the end of the night when I have to do file transferring. Any on-the-go editing or things like that will be done on the iPad if I even do decide to throw it in my backpack. But other than that, this is pretty much the entirety of what my camera bag will consist of in Mexico. So, by the time you guys see this, I will probably be out there. Wish me luck. When I have a lot of fun, I'm gonna try to get some bangers to share with you guys. Follow me on the gram, hit that like button, maybe consider subscribing. You already know what to do, guys, and fingers crossed, maybe I'll post another video soon. So I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.